Hello. Okay, now it is. So, am I audible, guys? Are you listening any different sound? Maybe I could check it by little. Hello. All right, this is good now. Hmm. So, I think I should be audible. Correct. 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 Uh-huh. All right. Mm, okay. Let's just check this thing. Hmm. Let's just check this thing. All right. Uh, so we were doing something like that. Just give me a minute. were we? What were we doing last time? Hello, Fortnite. Amazing, guys. We have some decent viewership here. So I would urge all the people who are watching to please attend the polls. That will really help me out. And also feel free to like the stream as well. And if not, just please attend the poll. That would be good. Come on, guys, we have around 20 people watching, so each one of you, if you can just attend the poll, that would be good. All right, so what we were doing, we were saying that in the extra reducers we can add multiple cases, right? That's what we halted this project last time. Yeah, so we defined the initial state, we didn't define a type, so let's just go there and define it. Register user, maybe here we can define what else do we have. We have this thing, so we can just so it could be any null, and loading would be right. Let's close this and just import it. Will that be fine? Guys, if you want to have some chit chat, feel free to come on chat. I'll be like in between checking this thing as well. Alright, action is declared but never used. And we have a register user, so we added a case which so we need to define register user in thunk as well. Alright, but let's implement this thing. Let's go. I'll say state dot register, right? We can have, and we can say if it's pending, in case I'll do loading is true, right? And again, now we will build the other cases as well. I'll do I'll say builder dot add case. This will be register user dot fulfilled or rejected, so we'll do fulfilled. All right, register user dot fulfilled. Here I can have state and an action as well. Now this action will have a type of payload action. So I think it's IntelliSense is not working. Why? Because we haven't created our register user thunk, so we will create that first. So that's why if I go inside thunks, I can create register.ts. Alright, so I will create this thing over here, register user. Meanwhile, you have any questions? No, I think we are going good. We have a viewership of around 40 people. And anyways, what was it? Register user, right? So you must have seen this thing on the Redux toolkit, the document that we saw last time. So it's a function called, it creates a thunk and it will take a name of it. I'll say register user, right? And now it will take a function over here, async function, because it will create an async. So I'll have a data, and that too will have a type of so now again we will have to create a type over here. So I will say I already created register user type, right? So I will say register input. I'll create this thing again on the type as well. It has something called reject with value. Reject with value will help us in case of we have any rejection. So we will return this reject with value wrapped around with a response. So instead I should do this thing. So let me handle the catch first. So I'll say so here what I'll do, I'll say return reject with value, and I will wrap a response around it, whatever response I'll get. Now I'll have to figure out how the response will look like. So I'll say const response equal to error dot maybe response dot data, something like that. So now that response I'll wrap it. Now on the try part, what I'll do, I'll make an API call over here. Okay, so this is a thunk. So for this, what I'll do, I'll not create any Axios instances on this file. Alright, because it will it's a thunk only. Okay, so it will contact a separate file. I'll create it separately. I'll create a folder called API client. Inside that I will write the code that will actually create an Axios instance that we have created on the, I think we already did that for register part, right? That's why we are able to register it. But now I'll move that thing on the API client so that I can contact it from this thunk. Okay, so I'll do something like I'll say payload. You know what, I won't do that. I will say I need a response, right? So its response would be, again just you have to see one thing. Let me just show you. If I go on the slice, you see I'm saying that action would be of type payload action, right? Whatever the action is, but its return type should also have but it's the return value that I'm getting from the server I need to create a type that will map with that type as well. Okay, so it will have a results, it will have the message, it will have the other thing as well, like the status code and something like that. So I'll have to make that as well. So for now, let's say it's called register for now. Now here what I'll do, I'll say await. I'm calling the method from API client, so let's name it register, maybe register user. I already have that, right? Yeah, so I already created that thing in API client, right? So if I call this method, I need to pass in the data, right? So I'll say data. Okay, now that data is of type register input that I need to create it, right? So I'll have this thing here. I'll say, so register will have something like status, results and message. So yeah, so I'll quickly just say return response, right? I need to create these two type, data of type register input and a response of type register. So register input will look like app.tsx. so it will look like, I already have that thing, right? It will look like user reg. This is what we need to pass, right? So I'll simply use this thing. I'll say register input will look like a user reg. Okay, so this will be our data, this will look like it. And register, we need to create this thing, how the register will look like. Okay, so type of register, it will be types. So I'll say export register, maybe I can call it register response, and it will have a status, right? It will have a message and it will have results. Okay, these three things that it will have. So it will be a number. Do we have number, right? Number. We have a string and we have any, or so what I'll do, I'll say it register response. Now this register user, what this returns, if I go inside it, it says it will return, it doesn't return anything. It returns true basically, but this should not be the case, right? It should return response.data, and that data has already maybe I can say response.data, right? We can do that. Let's remove this thing. Are you guys able to follow along? What do you say? Okay, what are you building? Nothing, just a front end for my Rust app. Snake case function name in JS. Yes, you can do anything. IZ0, you are a genius. No. Hello Swami. Hello Swayam. It's the habit of working with Rust, making everything snake case. So this API client, do you also code in Rust? Yes, Lucky. The front end I'm making it is for the Rust backend that I created. Do you also do Java? No, I do JavaScript. Come on, guys, hit that like button. Give me a minute. Yeah, all right. So here you can see this thing, it only returns a promise, but now we want to return a type of promise as well. So how we can update this function? So uh, let me just do something. I'll say export const register user. I'll say data of type user registration. This entire thing promise, right? And this promise is the interface. So what I'll do, I'll pass in the register response that I created. So this is what the entire API client will return, and that same thing will be returned from the thunk as well. Now I can say return new promise. Again, this will be async reject. Here I can just say this thing, try catch. I'll just paste it. Make sense? Does it make sense? When everything goes well, I'll return this thing. If not, I will reject it. Otherwise, I'll reject it, whatever the error is. Otherwise, I'll just reject the error.response.data. Or maybe I can simply return this thing as well. So now I have to remove this thing. So one thing that I did was I just declared the return type of the promise that I'm going to return, that is the register response. Make sense? Is this React? Yes, Ben. This is indeed. Okay. So let's go on the thunk. It will return the register response. Register response as status, message, and the results, right? So let's see how it goes. If there will be any issue, we'll get it. Here now I can just simply fetch the register user, so I'll have the cases now because I have already this thing, so all my cases will be there. Register user, is it pending, fulfilled, or something like that. Payload action, I think it's an interface, so I'll have to map it, right? So payload action, let's see, toolkit से उठाएंगे से, and then we will have a register response in it, right? Now here what I'll do, I'll say again this thing, state dot register. I'll have state dot register, and then here I'll do something else. I'll say message equal to action dot payload dot message, that I already defined, right? The type that I created is the type that I'm returning, wrapping it in a promise interface from the API client, and because the API client is being called by the thunk, so that thunk will also return the type of register response that I created. So it has 3 fields: message, status, and results, right? So I'm going to wrap all the things that are coming from the payload, right? And now how this payload will be able to detect this message, status, result, because I already defined it, I am returning it, right? Action dot payload dot results, object literal, what the hell, what does it say? First of all, let me just do this thing. It says object literal may only what the hell, let me just stretch this thing. Sorry, status does not exist in type register user. Oh, the app status does not, we have message results, right? Because status is not there, right? We only have this thing. So yeah, let's do one thing. We don't need to worry about status. What I have to do is, because the status code is being handled by the Axios only, so let's not do that. That's perfectly fine. Now let's do one thing. Let's add another case in case of rejection. So I'll say builder dot add case, I'll say register. So you see what I'm doing, creating extra reducer will help me to cover all the cases while it's while the API call is it fulfilled, is it error, or is it pending. So I can define all the three cases and work accordingly. So in case of pending, whatever I have to do, I'll show it on the pending case. So here I'll say rejected. So here I need to now implement what will happen if the API call is rejected. So action will be any, because the error type is always any. We keep the error type as any. State dot register again will be state dot register, and here I'll have message as action dot payload dot message. Here because it's not picking it, why? Because I have kept it any. So maybe I should use this thing, optional chaining. Results, of course it would be null, but again I'll just do this, and I'll say loading is false. I'll set the loading as false, because the I didn't do this as well over here, right? So I'll have to do this as well. Loading will be here false too. Loading will be true only in case of when the API call is pending. Only then the loading will be true, otherwise it will be false, because the process has been completed. Either it is a success or it's a failure. Loading will be false. Now though we have covered all the three cases, now let's do one thing. I'll say export const reset status from register slice dot actions. All right, and then register selector. This is what we will call in our pages. Root state, I'll call it from store. Okay, I'll say state dot register reducer. Now I will have resolved that error that I was facing on the store, right? It automatically picked it up, right? I'll say register slice dot reducer. So this is my reduce the slice that I created for reducer. So whenever I use app selector, I'll pass this thing, because I'm exporting it from this slice that I created, and that is eventually tied up to the register reducer, right? Okay, so I think this part is done. We only need to validate few things after the API call. Now what else is pending? We have register, this is thunk, right? Okay, we already have thunk covered, we register slice covered, features inside this, we have types covered, we created hooks. Do we have any error? We have this thing, we are getting this thing error. So root state app dispatch. What the heck is this? Why the hell I'm getting an error? Okay, not this one, this. It says root state is a type and must be imported using type only import. Store. Maybe let's call this, no, I'll have to import it from here. Import register user. No, it's not a thunk. Register slice. Register reducer from features register slice. Now I'll get it fixed. On the hooks, if I check it, I'm still getting an issue. What the hell? Maybe it's a warning. I don't know. Maybe I should check it. I have no error over here. Oh, okay. We are getting an error. It says I have an error on the state, on the hooks that we created. It says cons register user. That is fine. From what it says it should be imported as type, right? So let's do that then. Okay, I think it is resolved. No errors. I hope you guys get it. Or two Actix CRUD. This is our backend. Maybe let's open it. No. Let's go on the register user. Come on. Yeah, we are here on the register user. What it returns? It returns a status MSG. So it's returning MSG, not message. So maybe we need to hit on the register type. So it's not message, basically it's MSG. So let's go on the register slice. I'll show you how to find and replace all the message that I need to convert to message MSG. I'll do a GC. No, not that. Not that. Yes, not that. Yes, all good. So do we have any issues? No. Let's check our 3. I think we are good. Let's see if we are able to. Yes, I think. Let's see on the chat. Yo, if you remember, Bhargav. Hello. Hansi D'Souza. Yes, Redux. Hello, Daniel. Sorry to say, you are teaching the skill that doesn't exist in 3 years. Sorry to say, you are teaching the skill that doesn't exist in 3 years. Amazing. I heard that. Good, then it's okay. And then if it's not for you, you should look out for the tech. You should, look out for the skill that will exist after 3 years then. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Anarchy. Yo. What's up? Anarchy. So you are doing front end only? For now, yes, because I already coded backend. So I'm creating a front end so that we will have a project end to end. Yep. Backend I already written it. If I can show you. Uh, this is the backend over here. Yep. Amazing. We have 40 votes. That is good. That is good. Yes, Rust. Backend on Rust. Actix Web Framework. Why aren't you using AI to write? Then what's the point of writing? Maybe I should have a fancy editor. Then I can, integrate cursor and everything. Yeah, yeah. It's, I mean, yeah, that is a good language. The point is to make a good product. No, AI cannot give you a good product. It only gives outline, because it doesn't know about anything. It gives only client side things. I'm not sure about the other products if they can be integrated. I mean, there are tools like cursor and all that can integrate on your editor, and they might give you, but I didn't use it. If the point is to make a good product, then stay away from AI. Yes. Yeah. I mean, take help of AI, but I mean, until you are not skilled, and you can't differentiate between the good code, bad code, whether the code you just spit it from the AI. So you have tried it now. That makes sense. I just don't understand what you deduce from my wordings. I mean, it's up to individual. If you want to use, then use it, and it's just a tool that will only help. It can't create a good product. I mean, in my opinion. Look, give it a try. You'll be amazed. You live a new world. Not saying this hurt you, but try Claude. Yes, yes. I mean, if I have to research something, I use ChatGPT, Claude, even DeepSeek as well. But not for Rust is very interesting. I'm learning CPP and tried Rust. It's great. Yep. No, it won't hurt. That's what I'm saying. It's not there to hurt you. It is just a tool that will help you. I mean, with it, and mostly you will create a good product, but not only AI. Mostly you, with help of Claude or any tool, because it restrains, it will reduce your time to search on different articles. You read things from top to bottom, then you implement it, then you just fail, then you try again, you try different article, you search for different solution, you try all those solutions, then you try to benchmark those in your head that whatever will be good or something like that. Maybe you take help from a senior that has already encountered that issues. So AI will reduce all these things and give you one simple answer, or maybe two three answers. But if you are learning a new thing, avoid this thing. But if you are already skilled, that's what I'm saying. If you are skilled, if you can evaluate or calculate what the code speeded out, whether it holds any value or not, uh, then you can use it. Yep. Okay, so this thing, is this a client project or practice? No, it's a practice, not a client project. Okay, so now let's check it out on the app.tsx. I will dispatch the items now. app.tsx. Before that, we need to do one more thing. So currently you can see I have a handle submit async function that I'll remove it. Okay, I'll just dispatch it, this function from here that I created called register user. I'll pass the form data though, so it will be something like I have to remove this thing, remove this thing too. We don't need anything like that. Not this one as well. I will now have to do something else over here. So on the top, what I'll do, I'll say const dispatch will be use app dispatch. I can do that. Let's take anything. No, right? Use app dispatch. So what I'll do from here is I'll just dispatch. I'll just pass this thing. I'll not call register user, I'll just call a thunk. From here I'll say register user, it will take a form data. So there we go. So avoid directly calling the API client. We are going through the process. We'll dispatch an action, show the live server. Show the live server. Okay, I'll show the live server. Aren't variable immutable in Rust? What is the use of const in Rust? I mean, I don't know, because I'm not writing it in Rust. I'm using TypeScript. This is not a Rust code, this is TypeScript. The backend is in Rust. This what I'm writing is front end. It's front end. Yep. Amazing. We have around 40 people. So if you guys haven't opted for polls, I will request you to please go and do the poll. Okay, what do we have here? I cannot find React Redux context value wrapped in provider. Yes, that's what I was thinking about. I told you to we are missing something, and this thing is we need to wrap our index dot tcx file into a provider, right? Index main.tsx. Yeah. So let's do this thing. I will say provider React Redux, right? Provider, and I'll just pass store equal to store. Right, let's see if we get any issues. No, everything is green over here. Let's check out this thing. Okay, I'm able to see my how do we refresh it? Control R. Yes, all good. Connected. White, it's of white, no problem. We'll check if we are able to make the call using our action, dispatching action. So we should be seeing something on the network tab that we can create a user, and later on I will, let me open the terminal again. I'll say psql I have a hard time reading this thing. All right. Okay. App users. So we have one record, right? Vipin Joshi. Let's see if our dispatch will work fine. We should be able to insert another record. Let's not worry about the other things. Let's see if things are working end to end. Let me just add another record. Let's say if the spelling is right. So correct, we are able to make a call, you can see, by dispatching our actions. If I go over here, I can see a response as user registered and token generated, right? So let's see on our database now. So I'll say select from app users. So you can see I have the another user over here as well, Johnny Walker. So earlier it was Vipin Joshi, now I have two records, Johnny Walker and Vipin Joshi. That is good. So now let's see, now that we have like added our global state management, now let's see if our selector is working fine, because our dispatch is working fine and async thunk and everything is working fine. Now let's see if the selector that we have mapped on the slice, on the registration slice, let's see if it's able to pulling up the details that we are passing it from the server. So if I go on app.tsx, maybe over here I can use the selector as well. So I'll say const I'll say register use app selector. Over here I can say register slice. I need to pass in the slice. Is this how we do, or we just do it differently? Let's go inside app selector. What I'm getting over here, it says there is some issue with this thing. Cannot, you must pass a function as a selector to use selector. You must pass a function. Let's go inside use app selector. So it is a type of root seg, it uses use selector, and if I go inside root state, it says I'll get the type of get state. This is something funny. Noise. Amazing. We have 46 votes till now. That is good. Pretty good. Show the live server. I did. Guys, come on. The poll is actively looking for your suggestions and your views. So just go through that poll that you can see on your screen. Till then, maybe we can just look for something. app.tsx, I'm passing in a slice. Shouldn't it be a selector? Just thinking. Come on, error. Come on, error. We have a register, so why is the error is there? Let me stretch it. No, not this one. This one. Acha, register is declared but value never used. Okay, you must say that. So let's see. I'll do what to do. Remove this. Register data. So now I must see the detail from the backend. If I just I'm getting this thing now. I'm getting a message, results and loading. So you see, with the help of this pending case that I created, I can take help of that loading case to show a loader over here while it's working on the back. Shall we do it? Yes, we should do it. Let me just show you. There's a button called sign up. So if I can just say, let me just add one thing called disabled, and disabled will be true only if register dot loading is true, right? Otherwise it will be false. Okay. Second thing is this sign up button. So I won't be using it directly. I'll make it conditional. I'll say if register dot loading is true, then it should it must show this, otherwise sign up. If not, then it should show loading, or maybe a registering user. You can say registering user like this. Now let's see if this works. Let me refresh it. I'll add another user. I'll say, what should I name it? I'll call it Jackie Chan. Jackie at yahoo.com. This is the password. China. Okay, now let's see if I do this. If I'm hitting the sign up and everything goes well, you should see this, instead of sign up button, it should be disabled and saying it's loading. So let's hit this. You can see it shows registering user. So you see how I can take help of a pending case that I created. That case, I took help of that case in order to show this button disabled and showing something, right? So till the time it is doing something on the back end, we that state is called pending. The promise is not resolved then, because the thunk is returning a async promise, right? I'm returning a promise from the API client, and that thunk is returning that thing, that promise. So, and the you can see this object over here, that is loading false. So you must be seeing somewhere loading true. So in that case, loading true, it means that thing is pending. So these are the results: a message, user registered, token generated, and loading. Now I can't I think yeah, this is good. Now I can show anything over here. Now I am able to use the selector over here to fetch the detail from the state, right? So now I can take help of this state and this selector in order to show any kind of thing like a toaster message or any message. So yeah, that's how you do it. All good. What's there? All good. Auth code success. Okay. Yeah, So this is how you do it. Is it good? Any questions? Honestly, if you keep the vibe up, stream will do great. Like keep it semi tutorial, semi chill stream. Okay. Okay. Noise. Yeah. So you see this thing, right? So I take help of that pending case to show the button. Now maybe we can add some toaster over here or something like that. So yeah, maybe let's do one thing. If we have, let's see if Mui has a toaster. So if I click on this thing, what's that? What's that? My toaster. Let's see, snack bar. Yeah, it's called snack bar. What the hell? I think we are doing good. Okay. Oh man, I thought my stream just ended. Cool, that's here now. Okay. Let me pour down some water. Oh god, I'm feeling so thirsty. Okay. Let's see how we can add snack bar. So if I click on open snack bar, I can see something over here. So maybe I can use this as soon as the user registers. Maybe we can show some snack bar kind of thing. But top center, top right, top left, bottom center. I love snacks. Yes, of course. Open snack bar. Snack bar will be dismissed in 5 seconds. Yeah, I think this is good. Maybe we can provide some position like top or something. Let's do it then. So snack bar, let's copy it. Oh, what the hell? Okay, so take help of this thing, right? So maybe over here somewhere inside, yeah, below here we can do that. So I can just paste in this thing. Nothing. Good lord. Maybe I can just copy this thing, paste it. No, come on, are you kidding me? So maybe we can have this thing snack. So snack bar from material UI, I'll use that. Let's add some features to it. Maybe what else do we have? We have open, right? So open, and when do we want it to be opened? I'll say when register dot results have some value, right? Then only we will have it opened, otherwise it will be null. So auto hide duration, let's after 3 seconds we'll do that, so the time will be in milliseconds. On close, we won't do anything. Yes, we will show a message, and what will be that message? It will be register dot message. Now let's see if after adding a user can we see a snack bar or not. Let's see. User registered and token generated. Amazing. I can see it. So maybe I should close this thing now. Maybe so I have all these to do that are on node modules but not in our file. So control F and capital T will give you all the to-dos that you created. So one thing that I do is I always, whenever I put a console log, I just give it a marker of to do, and I just write remove in front of that. So before pushing it on the git or something like that, I just do a control space F capital T. So this way I'll have all the list of my to-dos and I can check what to do with them. So as you can see on the Yocto Q index.js, their developer also have written this to do marker, like they have written the like remove this thing or use private or something like that. So I can use to do or notes, something like that. Alright, now let's see if this is working. I'll add another user. I'll say, what name should I write? Maybe I don't know, new user at yocmail.com, tested 123, address India. Now when I click sign up, I should see this loading button as well, and once it's done I should see a snack bar. So registering user, it's loading, and there is the snack bar. Are you able to see that? User registered and token generated. It should be diminished after 3 seconds. I'm just waiting. Is it 3000 seconds or 3000 milliseconds? It says 5000, right? So it should be in milliseconds. This snack bar will be dismissed in 5 seconds. Did I did something? Auto hide duration is 3 milliseconds. What the hell? Anyways, don't care. Maybe I should provide a cancel button so that ideally it should hide itself. It provide on close. Let me expand the code. set open false on close. Maybe after, I think after the auto head duration, maybe handle close will automatically get called. I can try this thing out. If I say on close, maybe I can just give an alert of called just to check if I am able to, I'm like thinking on right direction. The only possible reason that it didn't cleaned after 3 seconds would be this, because I didn't provide on close. So there might be a case like after 3000 millisecond or 3 seconds the on close method would be called in the back of the hood. Now if that happens, I should get an alert of called. Let's see. Yes, I'm a genius. So you see, called is called. Called is called. So after this token, so maybe what we can do over here is, after this hide duration, maybe I can call handle close. Maybe I can call this on the handle close. I can reset the state. Maybe I can call dispatch reset status. Maybe I can call that. What do I have to pass? It ain't expect one argument. Maybe I can pass null. Now let's see. I am after the handle close, I'm just resetting the status, so everything should be gone back to normal. Hello Rupesh. And then this token should be like this snack bar should be removed. Let's see. Let us see. Yes, we have the entry. Vipin Joshi, Johnny Woko, Jackie Chan, new user. Maybe again I can say full name at eopmail.com. Registering user. Okay, perfectly fine. After 3 seconds it should go. Yes. Okay, great. Can we Excel insert comment? Can we link as formula to another sheet? Just give me a minute, let me check. Can we Excel insert comment? Can we link as formula to another sheet? Now here will taking help of AI tool will come handy. So Rupesh, you know how to make searchable drop down. Searchable drop down is simple. Searchable drop down is quite simple. I'm not sure what kind of searchable drop. Are you talking about auto completion drop down, like a drop down, you type it just auto completes it? I mean search it, maybe filter the list. I mean, yeah, how can I'm not able to help you in this case? Rupesh, seriously? I mean, you are stucking and you are asking in live. Arya, hello. Why portrait? Because I can see very like I can chill with the guys on portrait. That's why on the landscape I'll hardly see two people, three people. Rupesh, if you have, I mean, if it is very important and you need help, then you are on the wrong place. This is a live stream. Whenever you have a problem, you open a tab and ask Google, or maybe just write Chat GPT in it, and uh, whatever you have written can be in Excel insert comment. You just give this query to any tool. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did that. I'll do it next time. Sure, 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 sure. We'll do that. Okay. I think you it related, can't you? This is the World War, bhai. This is the World War. Sorry. Uh, but you are on wrong place. I'm sorry to say, but it's 9:25, late 9:25 of night. Yes, sorry. I didn't started Go. I Yeah, might, yeah, it could be. It could be. It's an individual choice. Some find Go interesting. Uh, yeah, I mean, if you are finding Rust interesting, that is good. IT man. Oh, wait. Nice. Can you tell me where to learn networking? I know the concept, but I don't know how to code. So coding networking concept in Rust, are you asking? So if you want to try out networking concept in Rust, I mean from scratch, then you will have to properly go through the OSI layers, I think. And if you want to really go that, I mean, you have to write very low level if you are not going to use anything. But if you are in general language agnostic stuff, okay. So if you are I mean in Rust, I mean there are crates. I did that already in my one of the streams. I just coded simple networking stuff to detect any DDoS attack or this thing, sin flood attack or egg flood attack, I think. So I take the help of some crates that implement implement that low level thing. They give you the API for that, so you use that. Maybe let me show you. I have that it on my GitHub repo. I have it under the name of file watcher. I just started with a file watcher, then I just keep adding things to it. So if you go inside this file watcher on my repo, so it has a network scanning thing. So it has a basic network monitoring and scanning functionality. So thanks to the guys who contributed to it, I think it was Hemant. So thank you, Hemant, you did a nice job, buddy. So I mean, it has basic networking stuff. So if you go inside it, this is World War Rupees, you understand. So if you go inside network monitor, there is a crate called pnet crate. It really gives you that low level functions that you can contact with the low level APIs of the system. So it has a data link, all the layers on the OSI model, right? So you need to contact them. So data link layer, it has all the functions of contacting with the interface, the channels, the ethernet crate that it gives us. So then you can use all these things inside it and create a good kind of a function where you can check for the packet details, whatever things that you are passing, your network has, or whatever traffic that you are getting, and then you can create a logic out of it. So like that you can check out this crate pnet. I'm not sure if it's available on other things or not, but pnet crate on Rust is good. So it gives you like the structs to contact, or like the 3 or 4 layers of the OSI model, so you can just track things. So yeah, so you can check out the this video of this on the channel about this file watcher thing. For concurrency, maybe check out sysinfo. Concurrency, okay, on the networking side, I'm not sure. Arch, sail arch. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dennis, which app are you using to code? This is a simple terminal. I integrated NVim, NeoVim. and for that I, instead of going it from the scratch, I'm using Astro nvim template and just tweaked around it for any LSP or something. Have you tried NVChat? No, I didn't. Maybe I should have. NVChat. Yes, I think I have. When I just started like uh, through NVim, NeoVim, what I did, I first of all I started it. Dennis. Hello, Abel. Okay. Mm, Arya, I think when I started it, I started like creating from scratch, like raw Lua files. Just go through the tutorials, articles, how to do that. Uh, it was a kind of a separate project, like a kind of thing to create a configuration for NVim. Then later I found I tried out different thing. Maybe I have tried out NVChat as well, but I don't know if it doesn't fit with me. Maybe something I didn't, maybe it's hard, like I didn't like configured it properly, or maybe it doesn't like, you know uh, I didn't have a good fit with NVChat. So but I when I tried out this thing, Astro NVim, uh, yeah, then I tried out Astro nvim at that point when I have tried everything, so I had that idea of how to do things in that, like Lua files or something like that. So maybe sale is Arch hard to maintain? I know. Worth it? Yes. I don't understand the use of different distros. You don't have to like go through it, what to use on different. If you are a beginner, then start with Ubuntu. And yeah, Rupesh, why are you so angry? I'm not sure if, I mean, like, if you are not able to handle your Excel properly, what I have to do with it? You are ranting about it in like 9:35 p.m. Which DE? Which DE? It's XFCE. I think this is what you're asking. XFCE. I tried out Plasma, but it didn't, like it was having trouble with my OBS, so I tried XFCE. OBS, I think, with XFCE or X11 works very well. I did some configuration for audio, like pulse audio and something like that. I have a older hardware, so it was a very pain point for me to configure that thing, but I did that. All right, so I think we did this part. So I think what we have done is we created a front end, we created components, we mapped it and binded it with using Redux and Redux toolkit. We contacted our backend API, took the response from the API, show a snack bar. So I think it is our first, like, the architecture is done. Now we just have to do addition on top of it. It's a registration screen. We are getting the jot token. Next, what we'll do is we'll save that jot token on HTTP only cookie on our client side browser, and whenever we are making a new request from now on, I'll pass that cookie on the request header so that my backend would be able to decode it and fetch it. I have created a auth middleware, right? So that middleware will decode and fetch and grab the token from the request and do its appropriate thing only. All right, so but that will be the next thing to do. Secondly, only the screen and mapping is there, so after that we will have a complete, like, end to end this thing working. So with this thing you must have understood how we create a backend on Rust using Actix Web, and how we create a front end using TypeScript, and how do we make them, how do we map them, how do we stitch component with the backend. Alright, so maybe next time we can create an API to show all the orders that we have created. We have written the order API as well, so we will create a component to show that order on the list. Most importantly, we will validate our JOT token, so we will pass it from in the every request in the request headers. All right, so that's it for now. I'm worried about the next thing what we'll do. I think most of the parts are done here. Maybe you guys can give me suggestion what to do next. It will be heavily focused on Rust only. I'm using TypeScript over here because I need to show you guys that how we can create a HTTP server on Rust, and then with any of the front end. Mostly everyone uses TypeScript these days, React TypeScript. So how do we do that? So the purpose of this project was that. So the next project from now on will be heavily on Rust like we used to do. Maybe we should start like replicating something. Maybe Git, we can start by replicating Git, or maybe we can extend our implementation of Redis that we did, like a clone of Redis we created in Rust. Maybe we can, we started with only basic things, right? We were up to the like the B tree set that we used. So maybe we can extend few more things to it. Maybe let's go deep down on the database side, how Redis works and all. Yeah, I think it's good to have that expanded. Okay, amazing. I think it's time to leave. All right guys, it was nice meeting you. Okay, so I'll see you next time guys. Thank you very much for coming on chat, and thank you everyone. Rupesh, I will try to figure out whatever you have asked, so next time maybe I'll give that answer, that how to link comments in Excel and link to the other sheets. Okay guys, bye bye, see you later. If you have any questions or anything, once this stream is over, you can put your questions on the comment. I'll be happily taking them. Okay, bye bye guys, see you next time.